Hey, what's up YouTube? So, it's been 1 week now since my last relapse, and I feel like everything's going great. I feel like everything's going smoothly. I'm getting good support on Twitter. I have a lot of feedback on my videos. One of my videos is almost up to 200 views, and that's just incredible to me. 2 weeks of YouTube, and I'm already up to 200 views. To me, I didn't think I was going to get more than 50 views on any video for like a month. So thank you everybody out there that's watching. Thank you for watching the full video because that really means a lot to me and to my page. Um, so I wanted to talk about something I think is very important that can help you guys out, and that's overcoming a flatline. Flatlines are no fun. You feel like it's just this gray area of no progress and kind of like a slump, and you're just being bombarded with temptation, and everything's not really going as you planned. So I have 5 things that I think are going to help everybody, including myself, out when it comes to flatlines, to jump over the flat line or completely avoid it. And the first thing I want to say is you need to find support. The support that I've been getting from YouTube and from Twitter and Reddit, they've really been helping me out a lot. I read a lot of people's stories about how they relapsed or how they avoided a relapse and how they overcame a flatline, and it gives me a little bit of inspiration. And I'll post my own things out there, and people will respond to me and say, keep it up, you're doing good, yada, yada, yada. So that support really motivates you to keep going. There's a whole bunch of areas you can find support in. You can look for support in your family, your friends, and maybe a loved one, like a spouse. You can also look for support in your religion. I don't know how religious you guys are out there. To me, it's not a very big impact in my life. I don't know if that'll ever change, but you can go and you can talk to a priest or to whoever it is that practices your religion and that you would like to talk to or feel comfortable talking to. Maybe it's just somebody who goes to your place of worship or whatever. And if that doesn't really work out, you could probably find a friend that can do NoFap with you. And I think that's a great way to start off too. If you could do it with a buddy and say, hey man, let's challenge each other to not do it, keep track of each other's progress, and talk to each other and remind each other not to do this. I think that's great too. So maybe you guys want to try out some of those things for support. But number 1 is definitely support. Number 2 is to get excited. Just get excited about NoFap. Because if you're in a slump, that's kind of because you think that it's not worth it, or it's kind of been a drag and nothing's really showing improvement, and you're just not, you don't see anything. You're just blinded, and you're going through your flat line and everything's gray and blah. But if you can get excited, you can find excitement in a whole bunch of different areas. I mean, one, you can just keep thinking about all the benefits that you're going to get. A lot of you guys out there are looking for attraction from girls. You want to have that attraction back to you. Put that in your head. Remind yourself like, hey man, if I don't break my oath to NoFap, then I can start meeting girls and talking to girls, and I can get myself a girlfriend, and she'll even further help me further go on my NoFap journey, so that way I don't have to masturbate at all. And you can have sex with her and you'll forget about masturbation, and maybe you'll mess up, or you'll have one day where she puts you on the couch or the sofa or something and you'll want to masturbate. But hey, if that's one thing to get excited about, is that you can have a relationship and a whole life experience just from NoFap. You might not get excited about sleeping on the couch, but it's all about the experience. So another thing I think is very important is being inspired. And you can find inspiration through other people, which is almost like, it almost helps support, because if you find support, you're going to see other people that inspire you to continue and to keep pushing. Inspiration can come from yourself, it can come from family, it can come from strangers, it can come from visualizing something, meditation. You could look out into the distance and you can see like a tree, and you could be like, oh my god, that fucking tree. And you'll just not fap anymore. That inspired you. Probably not going to happen like that, but you can get inspired, and inspiration will help you push you through that flat line. And inspiration is like a combination of excitement and support. If you're excited and you're being supported, you're going to get inspired. It's just 1 + 2 = 3. And then there's surrounding yourself, which is number 4, surrounding yourself with everything that can remind you about your goals. You don't have to have a picture of, like NoFap and all the benefits, on your walls, and a t-shirt that says NoFap and proud on it. I mean, that'd be a cool t-shirt. I might actually do that. Don't steal that. But you don't have to advertise it to everybody, but you can still surround yourself and not be advertising it. You can write a discrete list and keep it in your wallet, take a picture of it, use it as a phone background. You can have a poster that can remind you about NoFap. Maybe it's the reason why you're not going to fap. Maybe you look up to some musician or artist and you have a picture of them on your wall and you say, one day I want to be there, and the steps start here and on improving myself. First, I got to stop isolating myself and being antisocial and kick my addiction to porn, so that way I can be clean and have a nice slate where I can then progress and become a better person and move on in life and really push through this flatline or whatever it is that you're working through, and become creative after your NoFap journey. By the way, your NoFap journey will never stop. It's a journey. I know a lot of people say the best part about a journey is the journey, and it's not about the destination at the end. So don't worry about when you're not gonna have to not fap anymore. Just enjoy the moment, enjoy being in the now, and not having to fap and not being tied to a computer screen or phone screen that's feeding your addiction and fucking your head up. So surround yourself with it. Surround yourself with support, with anything you can, so that way you can stop having this slump that you might be in, or that you can avoid being in a slump of a flatline. And I think the 5th and most powerful one is to stay positive. A lot of people get into their flatline, and that's when they decide to relapse. It happened to me, and it was because I was feeling unmotivated, and I kind of thought negative about it. I was like, what's the point of this? What is it going to do for me? Is it really going to help me? Is anything good going to come out of this? Am I really feeling confidence and motivation? Or is that just a placebo effect that's been recycling in my mind? Oh, you're going to be more confident. You're going to be more confident. So that way I have the more confidence. But no, it's not like that at all. It's not a placebo effect. There's no ways to think about this negatively. You might say, oh, I'm denying myself, immediate gratification. But, in the long run, you're going to have so much more benefits and so many more, gratification from not fapping. You're going to have more respect for yourself, more respect for people, more love in your life, more happiness. It's just stay positive and remember that there's benefits out there, that you're not going to have to, that you don't have to think negatively about it, because NoFap is definitely a positive experience in any person's life. So just remember that. Keep that in mind, especially when you're going through a flatline. Look for some support. Get excited about NoFap. Remember to be inspired. Surround yourself with things that prevent you from relapsing and that increase your urge to keep going and not masturbate. And then always keep a positive mind. And I say that goes for anything at all ever that you want to put effort into, anything that's worth putting effort into. Keep a positive mind, because pessimists will never go anywhere. So I think that's all I have to say for now. And if you guys have any questions, if you guys just want to say hello, leave it in the comment box down below. If you guys want to give me a thumbs up, that'd be awesome. If you guys want to subscribe to my channel, that'd be great too. But don't subscribe if you guys don't want to see these videos. Only subscribe if you think it's good content and it's worth your time. I don't want to waste your time, and I don't want you guys to waste my time. I'm here for you guys, and I hope you hear from me. So on that note, peace out.